you're moving to the Atlanta area and you've been looking around on the map of different places and you've been looking up in the West Midtown area and you found this neighborhood called Blandtown. What is Blandtown? What is it like? If you've been asking yourself that question, well, this video is for you. I'm going to be walking through the neighborhood of Blandtown, which I think a lot of people would just associate this with West Midtown, but it's an actual neighborhood and I'm going to show you around. It's a lot of new construction, a lot of newer townhomes, and I'll show you what else is around here. There's actually some pretty cool stuff around here, so stay tuned. We're going to talk all about living in Blandtown right now. Hey everyone, my name is Molly and welcome back to my channel. But if you are new here and you want to know everything there is to know about living in the Atlanta area, make sure you follow along by hitting that subscribe button. Give this video a like, that really helps me out. But I am here to help you find a place here in the Atlanta to call home. So if you're thinking about making a move to the Atlanta area, whether that's tomorrow or next year, and you need help with that home purchase, make sure you're reaching out to me. We can have a quick conversation of things you like, you don't like, and we will find a place for you to call home that fits your lifestyle and your budget. So all my contact information is down below, but shoot me a text, give me a call, send me an email. I'm here for you and I can't wait to hear from you. Okay, so Blandtown, I actually had a couple of you reach out to me and you're asking about this area. You found some homes online, you're searching on the Zillow. I know y'all are doing that. So you found some homes here and you're wondering, what is Blandtown like? And I figured if I've already had a couple of you asking about it, well, I should probably make a video about it. So here I am in the Blandtown area. Let me put up a map. I mean, most of us here in Atlanta would probably just associate this with West Midtown, but it is an actual neighborhood. Oh, I got someone trying to pull in the driveway. So here is the map, and Blandtown is kind of roughly between West Marietta Boulevard, or Marietta Boulevard rather, and the railroad tracks. So this is a very industrial area, so you are going to hear some trains a little bit. It's not horrible though, to be honest. But you can see it's very close to the 75, 85 highways. And in terms of drive times, you know, Midtown 15 minutes, downtown is 12 minutes, the airport is 30 minutes, Buckhead 23 minutes. And you know, if you're working over at Georgia Tech, this is about an 11-minute commute, so not bad for over at Georgia Tech as well. And of course, minutes to all of the restaurants and stuff off of Howell Mill Road in the West Midtown area. In fact, where I'm at right now is a subdivision. It's kind of a blend of a bunch of new townhomes and single family homes. We've got Westtown right here. This is the old phase. And then we've got some new townhomes here built by Minerva. I'm going to talk about all this here in a second. This is all off of Huff Road. What I like about this area is you are so close to West Midtown. You could walk over there for some restaurants, that kind of thing. Now, Huff Road, driving on it though, oh my goodness, it does get backed up. It's a single lane. The stoplight's just not very long, so sometimes you don't get a lot of cars through that stoplight, which can be a little bit painful. But once you get through that, it's okay. So this whole area though, it is going to be a lot of industrial feel. Just remember, like I mentioned in my West Midtown vlog video, my Upper West Side vlog video, this whole area is very industrial. So you have trains, you've got a water reservoir or a water treatment plant, you have commercial spaces, you've got construction and storage spots. So it's, you know, definitely not like a bunch of houses and green grass and white picket fences everywhere. It's a lot more concrete. There are some green spaces. I'll talk about that here in a little while as well. But you just got to keep that in mind. It's going to be a lot more industrial when you get out of these little pockets of neighborhoods. There's definitely a lot of cool things around here to just for entertainment wise. I'll get into all that here in a second, but let me just start telling you about some of these communities because they are all kind of right beside each other. So if you've been browsing online and you're kind of wondering what these look like, well, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to show you. So behind me here, this is a phase called Westtown. There's a new phase that they're still I think they are done building, but there's a couple for sale. So the old phase is right here. It is going to be ranging in from the 750 to 800K range, 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, single family homes. You get a tiny, tiny yard, not a huge yard, but you're gonna have a garage. You can kind of see up this street. how close the homes are together. I'll get a few more shots here, but really nice homes, good finishes inside. It's quiet around here. So they, like I said, these are built by Brock Built. They're building a lot around here. So this is the older phase. So if you see one pop up, now you know what it kind of looks like. So let me show you a few shots here, and then I'm going to tell you about these townhomes that are right across the street. Okay, so that is the older phase of Westtown, and now I want to show you these townhomes right behind me. These are built by Minerva. They are called Hayden Westside. There's a total of 34 units. They range anywhere from 2,300 to 3,000 square feet, and they start anywhere from the low 700s to the high 800s. I think there was, my goodness, bugs. There's bugs here in Atlanta, in Georgia. Okay, so what was I saying? Up to the 800 or high 800K range. There's only about 4 or 5 units left, and they're building right here around the corner the last few. So if you kind of go online, look at their floor plan, and you like it, there's only a few more that you can choose from. But really nice finishes inside. They all have rooftop decks, which is always nice and desirable. And let me just show you what's down here. So that's one thing I need to point out to you that is going to be great for this area. It's the Beltline. So the Beltline is going to come through the Blandtown area. So this is going to be really great when this does happen. Now, when it happens, I don't know. They have a plan for the Beltline to be fully completed by 2030. I don't know if I've really seen a lot of signs of them working on it, but it's literally going to be, you see where all of these crates are? That's where the Beltline's going to be. So really great access for the people that live here in this neighborhood of Blandtown. Let me keep walking back the other way though, because there is one more townhome community right here along these streets that I want to tell you about. Okay, I'm right along Huff Road, and I'm at the top of the entrance to a new townhome complex called Longreen. This is built by Empire Communities, and you can see it's kind of loud because you got trucks going by. So I'm right here at Huff Road and Booth Avenue, and right behind me you can see this is an apartment complex called Havana, and then we've got this massive plot of land that's going to be dedicated to this townhome community called Longreen, and it's going to be 176 units. This is going to include townhomes plus what they call stacks, and those are some right behind me. They're like condos stacked on top of each other, but that you still get kind of like a parking spot, which is pretty cool. So the prices on these range from the mid 400s to the mid 500s, depending on if you're getting a townhome or a stack unit. And the townhomes are going to be 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath, 1,350 square feet. Nice finishes inside. They are going to be a little bit smaller. They're a little bit more narrow, but you can see this is going to just be a massive area. They even have like a little clubhouse that they're working on right now, and a nice big green space. So that's pretty cool. And yeah, you can see like on Huff Road, very busy. And as I'm just walking down like a half a block, it definitely gets a lot more calmer and quieter. So this is another option for you to look into. Again, Longreen by Empire Communities. Okay, I'm on the backside of the Longreen townhome complex, and you can see also the Hayden Westside townhomes right here. On the other side of me, they're still working on it. They're building this massive apartment complex called West Midtown. So if you're looking for an apartment, that could be an option. It says they're now leasing. Still looks like they're still working on a lot, so I don't know if they're completely done. But check out this massive hill that I'm about to go down. I'm going to keep walking down that because as I get to that, you're going to also see the Beltline, and then you're going to hit the new phase of the West Town that I was telling you about. So I'm going to go show you that next. Okay, the things I do to make a video for you guys. So here right behind me, this is somewhere where the future Beltline is going to be, somewhere right in there, and then it's going to pop out right through here. Let me turn around. And you got the townhomes right there, and right where these commercial buildings are, those are all going to be gone. You'll have the Beltline that keeps going that way. So there you go. So if you want to position yourself to have good resale value, this might be a spot to. Now, I will say I think the prices have already been built into what the price point of these homes. They're reflecting that current future value of the Beltline, but it could go up from there because, you know, once something is built, then people see it, then I think those values go up a little bit more. Never can guarantee it, but that's just my 2 cents. All right, I've just come down the hill from where those apartments are, and I'm entering kind of the newer phase of West Town. Well, actually part of it is still a little bit of an older phase right behind me. You'll be able to tell when you hit the newer phase, trust me, because it's a lot more modern. But a couple things I wanted to point out. Right behind me there is this Victory Church. It is a church that has service on Sunday. I've heard they're really actually great neighbors. And around the corner from this building is a cool little hangout spot called Fowling Warehouse. And it is a combination of bowling and football. So they call it fouling instead of bowling, fouling. Anyway, so that's one cool place to hang out or something on the weekend, evenings, whatever. But let me just walk around here and I'm gonna show you some of the newer section of the West Town community. And to give you an idea of prices on the newer homes, again, single family homes, 4-bedroom, 3.5 bath, and roughly 2,300 to 3,000 square feet. These are going to start in the 800s and they go just over that $1 million mark. So remember, the old phase was anywhere from the 700s to 800s, and this one obviously is a little bit more pricey, but beautiful homes and definitely a lot more modern. Again, not a lot of yard. You can see how close together these are, but come on, let me go show you around a little bit. Okay, before I show you the newer homes built in this community, I want to point out this building right behind me. So this is the Mashburn Warehouse. If you're not familiar with them, they are a clothing company. This is where their warehouse is. They're doing like a 3 or 4 day like warehouse sale. So there's a ton of people walking around here with like big bags. But that just kind of shows you like it's a very industrial, textile heavy area. And you know, behind me, it's a dead end here with like some 18-wheelers just kind of parked there. But here is the newer section right behind me. So let me just cruise through these so you can see what that looks like. And I'm gonna head back to my car. One thing I'll point out about this new section, you can see right behind me between these two homes, the backyard is not exactly the most sightliest. Like you got like a creek down below and then just like this big parking lot with like a commercial building in the back. So that's what you can kind of expect as your backdrop in this area. Now, if you're on an interior unit, you'd obviously have a much prettier view, but I just wanted to point that out for you as an FYI. Okay, so So I just went down Huff Road, turned to right on Ellsworth Industrial Boulevard, and now I'm at Chelsea Westside. This is a collection of townhomes. There's 92 units. Yes, 92 units, and these are range from 2-bedroom, 2.5 bath to 3-bedroom, 2.5 bath. Price range anywhere from $700,000 to $800,000. You can see behind me there is kind of like an office warehouse, an office space building, and I got a peek on the side of this complex. There's more warehouse storage type buildings, so it just kind of shows you, you know, this still is very industrial. But here is the complex. I'm going to take a stroll through here. These are really, really nice units. You can look on all the pictures online, but they've got rooftop terraces and there's a pool. Now they are selling their last phase, so if you want one, you probably need to move a little bit quick. They are offering a $5,000 towards buyer's closing costs if you use their preferred lender. So if you're interested, let me know. I can hook you up, but let's go take a look real quick at the Chelsea Westside. Okay, now I'm gonna walk up the street a little bit because this used to be like, there wasn't a lot around here. And in fact, there's one more townhome complex I'm gonna show you that's basically catty corner from Chelsea Westside, just over that way. But before I do, I'm gonna hike it up this little bit of a gigantic hill, and there's a few little places to eat. And then there's like this cool place where I have shopped before for outdoor patio furniture. And so there's just a few little shops around here. So let me just show you those. And again, you're probably a mile and a half from West Midtown on Howell Mill Road with all of the collection of a lot of restaurants, but you even have something just right here off of the Chelsea Westside townhome. So let me hike it up this hill. So there's a couple little restaurants over that way, and I'm just on the other side of the Chelsea Westside townhome complex, and you're going to see this big commercial building. Part of it's like a remediation mold company, and then we've got Atlanta Pickleball. So they have 10 indoor courts. I believe it's $8 per hour. It's very empty right now because they are not open, but this is like the new craze is, you know, pickleball. So if you love pickleball and you live around here, you have a really close access to some pickleball courts. Get your pickleball on. And by the way, I was just thinking, like, why did they call this neighborhood Blandtown anyways? I did not look up the history of how it got that name. I'm sure there is some kind of history to it, but I'm not giving you that history lesson today. The other final complex I wanted to tell you about is right behind me, just across this road. It is called M West. So this actually has a pool in the community, and I believe it's 50 units. Now these were built back in 2005. I remember when they used to be on its lonesome. There just wasn't a lot out here. Again, a lot of just commercial buildings, nothing else around here. And these are a little bit more of a modern take. They are metal exterior, cement flooring, wood flooring, and then there's like usually a steel staircase in the middle of the townhome units, and these range from 2-bedroom to 3-bedroom, 2-bath units, and prices anywhere from the low 400s to the low 500s. So they're still on the more affordable side for townhomes in the in-town Atlanta areas. But there you go, that's M West, that's another option. And I'm gonna keep cruising down this Ellsworth Industrial Boulevard because there are still some really cool things along here I want to point out to you. Okay, so I'm kind of at the top of the Ellsworth Industrial Boulevard Road, and there's a lot of cool stuff around here. So like Top Golf right here, a lot of fun there. If you're not a golfer, it doesn't matter. You do not have to be good at golf to do Top Golf. And believe it or not, I used to be a former golfer in my past life. I gave it up in high school, but I'm sure my husband would love for me to get back on the wagon of golfing. But then you can see on this other side, this is just kind of like a bunch of like textile shops, like rugs, home furnishing kind of things. So that's what you're gonna find here. And then down the road, we've got Westside Market. That's a fun little store if you're looking for just kind of home treasure, decor kind of stuff. And then there's like another little office building. And then there's Bacchanalia. Bacchanalia is probably the #1 rated restaurant in Atlanta. I ate there on an anniversary. So good. Oh my gosh, treat yourself one time, go to Bacchanalia. They also have a Westside Provisions, which I think I'm gonna pop in there, get myself a little snack. They do sandwiches, coffee, all that good stuff. There's also Secondhand Brewery just up this way as well. And remember, in the Upper West Side, there are a lot of breweries actually. And then at the end of the street, there is the Chattahoochee Food Works. And I've mentioned that a couple times in, I think, both in my Upper West Side vlog video and my West Midtown. So if you want to see a little bit more of that, you can go watch those videos and see a little bit more of a full tour of that. But it's just a big food hall. There's also some little shops in there as well. So fun little spots around here. Who knew that Blandtown, with such a bland name, could actually be so fun and cool? But I will say, like, yeah, you're not going to get a lot of green space unless you head over to the Westside Park, which is probably 1.5 miles away, so it's not that far. Beautiful park. You can take walks, take a jog, ride your bike. It's now Atlanta's biggest park, so that's a really nice spot if you are seeking some green space. But otherwise, yeah, you're going to be living in these little pockets of cluster neighborhoods, either single family cluster neighborhoods or townhomes. And that's just the nature of Blandtown. It's a mix of industrial, commercial, and a few homes in between. You know, there's that water treatment plant on the other side of Blandtown, railroad tracks, and you know, I think some people were like, is that a concern? Honestly, I think it just fits in with the vibe of this area. People either get it or they don't. I don't think it's a big deal, but you do have to remember the traffic around here getting into Blandtown from West Midtown can be a little tricky. Like I said, you can see this Ellsworth Boulevard. People are zooming down this street, but let me go grab a little bit of something to eat here, and then we'll wrap it up for the day. So Star Provisions serves up some great breakfast items, some wonderful sandwiches. I'm just really not hungry right now, but I got myself a chai tea latte. They also make some excellent coffee. But there you go, guys. I hope you enjoyed my vlog tour of Blandtown. As always, if you're thinking about making a move tomorrow or next year and you need help with that home purchase, hit me up, shoot me a text, give me a call, send me an email. I'm waiting to hear from you. Until next time, you guys, I'll see you around the neighborhood. Cheers.